But the Verbier ride is it's a free skiing competition that has 3 different disciplines in it, which are the big mountain freeride, ski across and slopestyle. The big mountain freeride is part of the IFSA, which is the International Free Skiing Association. It's part of their European tour. This year the Verbier ride's their European tour finals.
It's a wonderful event. First of all, we got this incredible venue, and it provides beautiful weather, beautiful snow conditions, and great challenging skiing.
I think one of the things that's maybe unique about the Verbier ride is, for one, the modulé face. It's quite an interesting face to have for the freeride competition. A lot of the athletes come over here for it, really enjoy the technicality of the face.
I think the modulé face is a great competition face. It's got lots of features, lots of options. You know, there's not too much snow this year and it's still possible to have an event. So if you can do that, it must be a great face for competition, free skiing.
We always take into account the fact that recreational skiers watch what guys are doing in competitions, but the biggest warning to them is that it's not something you can just do on the modulé. You can't just go up there and ski it because you saw an athlete do it. It's something to be looked at with caution, and also with the idea that these guys have had a lot of years of experience of training, and they're usually coming from a professional skiing background.
There's your professional skiers who are obviously trained and hopefully more aware than most. Then you have your amateur skiers who come out on the weekend and wish to go out and do that, and they have the athletic capacity and the skills to be able to do that, which has been helped by the invention of wider skis, and the material now has enabled a lot more people to get into terrain that they couldn't get 15 years ago. The drawback of this very fast learning curve is that many people have the skills to go and ski on various types of snow, but they don't actually have the accumulated knowledge and understanding of the slope, the aspect, and the dangers that can be involved. They think, oh, there's a track down there, I can ski that. They may not realise that there's certain times of the day that it's not appropriate to be there.
One of the classics is, people will go up to a face, it looks like an awesome face, but they won't necessarily know how, what the snowpack's like, how many different layers of snow are underneath, if it's safe to ski, how many hours of sun it gets on a regular basis, did it get wind on the face the week or a few days before. Loads of different factors that could go into making whether that face for free skiing is safe or not. You get guys out there buying an avalanche transceiver, putting it on, and they've never even used it before.
If anybody goes into the mountains in my books and thinks that because they've got a shovel and an avalanche transceiver that they're automatically safe, they're really coming from the wrong perspective.
I think it's changing and it's developing and people are becoming more conscious of it, but there's not enough, and there needs to be more out there for people. And I think that's the biggest warning from us as a competition is to warn the general public that it's just not about putting on a big fat pair of skis and an avalanche transceiver and going for it. You've got to take certain cautions, and you've got to train yourself as well for it.
Freeride competition, it's true that you must practice it for a long time. You must stay cool, because you can have some really big problem on this kind of face.
I'm always a bit afraid in competitions because I'm scared to do something I shouldn't do.
Well, we're skiing pretty fast down through a face which has a lot of rocks and a lot of cliffs, and we're trying to get in amongst them as much as possible. It's got that danger aspect, so if you're not nervous, then I guess you could say you're a bit stupid.
I wear a spine guard and I wear a full face helmet, and I do wear a mouth guard as well, like the hockey players and stuff wear.
Yeah, I just say keep safety in mind, always wear an avalanche peeps, helmet, back protection, and ski safely and within your own ability.
This is the qualifying day, so this is our chance to throw down and impress the judges to get through to tomorrow, which is the finals day, of course.
I think everyone is taking it a bit cautious and go a bit slow, but I don't know, when you're up there and you go out and start, you always go faster than you think, so.
I came off that bottom section and I checked the landing the first time and I was sure it was fine. Just pushed right through onto two shark rocks, shark fins sitting there, and they just took my skis off and I had no chance. That's gutting. That's life, isn't it?
C'est vrai que les conditions lumière là sont vraiment pas évidentes. Hein. Ceux qui sont partis avant dans le brouillard, on voit plus les reliefs, on voit plus que les cailloux et la neige et c'est pas pareil. C'est vrai que j'ai eu de la chance, c'est cool.
It's just important today to ski smooth and get through, and then tomorrow is when you're going to see all the really gnarly stuff. We're going to be hiking up the top of Montgelée pretty soon, and then skiing down as best we can, hiking as big as we can, going as fast, and generally just giving it 100%.
I think the levels we're going to see on this competition are going to be some of the best skiing in the world, which will be quite unique to watch.
I'm so impressed at how good everybody is, and the guys are killing it, and so are the girls.
This year we've got Ian McIntosh. He's one of the best athletes in the world at the moment for freeride.
He's pretty sick, so he'll be one to watch out for sure.
We've got Ted Davenport, who's the younger brother of the famous free skier, ex-World Extreme Champion Chris Davenport. Aurélien de Croo, who's one of the top French riders on the scene at the moment. So there's a lot of top names coming across for the competition.
You're on show, and this is what we do. We go up and we do this stuff. And this is our office. It's our job. So you gotta perform on days like today.
From the top of here, Montgelée, to the bottom, we're going to be judged on fluidity, style, aggressiveness, line.
If they take a very easy line and they ski it excellently, they're still not going to be scoring high in all the categories. So that's the first and most important score for the competition, is their line.
To build your line right, you want to put in some technical difficulty, so to speak. So people that are just skiing the couloir, that's kind of the easier way down. People that are exposing themselves over the cliffs, through the rocks, their line score will go up.
Judges also look at their fluidity, because on a freeride face it's very important that the rider looks for their line and scopes something that they can have a fluid run on.
J'essaie de privilégier la fluidité. J'aime bien, moi je suis un skieur alpin, j'aime bien aller vite, pas trop m'arrêter.
I love to ski fast. I think it's nicer for the crowd to watch, for people to watch if you ski fast.
It snowed recently, like a few centimeters, so some of the rocks are just hidden under a small layer. So you have to ski quite cautious, I think, but smart.
You want to make it really clean, really smooth, and kind of get in there and get out.
Some people like big air and some people like straight lines. It's really an expression session of how you see the mountain.
Yeah,
you know? Ski good. Make sure you know where the rocks are. The visibility is going to be tricky now and then. Just play smart, okay? Play smart.
It's like Mount Everest up here, and it's freezing cold. And we're gonna go hike off cliffs. It's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be
So I hit one up top and one on bottom. I was stoked to ski down as quick as I could and made it to the bottom without crashing. It's good.
First place women, winner of the Big Mountain Free Ride, Verbier Ride 2005, Shelley Robinson, 1,000 euros.
It feels really good to know that I can come out and compete with the other girls, and maybe there's a future after mogul skiing.
Ready to charge down the space here in Verbier.
Went really well. Obviously it was really smooth, had a couple of sweet airs, one at the top and then a kind of technical section at the bottom. And really tried to make it fast and clean through the middle and out at the end. You had some technical sections, but you also had some fast sections, so it was kind of a a mixture of everything the judges want to see.
And finally the winner of the Verbier Ride 2005 is Ted Davenport.
It feels great. I'm so stoked. I'm here in Switzerland, beautiful Verbier. I couldn't ask for anything more than winning this event. I think it was up there with any other comp in the world. I'm honored to have skied with everyone here and to have placed the way I did.
I'll be back next year. I love it here in Verbier.
Woo! Super fun. 2 words. How's that? Verbier ride, it's just super fun.
Let's
the skill cross in Verbier, qualification for the X Games.
So you've got, I'd say about 8 guys, 9 guys, 10 guys even, who all compete in World Cup.
There's guys that are ex-FIS World Cup and Europa Cup athletes for giant slalom, Super G, but there's also athletes on there that have had a pure freestyle background, moguls, slopestyle, halfpipe, and they both pull into that event their different skills that enable them to adapt to the course.
It's a lot about the start. You have to be fast, you have to be strong, and then you have to be maybe a little bit crazy to overtake people.
In skier cross, anything can happen, and it's usually you're getting tangled up with another rider.
There's a lot of rustling going on. Skiers are skiing very close to each other, 4 skiers, you know, and it can be dangerous if there's a collision.
You know, unfortunately, some skiers kind of get a little bit upset with contact and feel that you're breaking the rules, but that's what this sport's all about.
These guys have got to be completely protected, and they do. They take full precaution, as they do with the free ride comp. It's a very exciting race, and it's where I'd see the future of ski racing.
Putting on the Swix Turbo Juice, and that just makes them really slippery over the snow, so you get a good time. Because definitely on this course, wax is going to be important.
The guys will choose which position they want to start from, and there's a 5-second warning, and then all hell lets loose.
5-second warning!
I had a pretty bad start. I was 3rd out of the gate, but I thought I'll just stick behind the other guys and probably something will happen. I went out on the right side trying to pass Bastelika with 2nd. Then he saw me, tried to cut my line a little bit and got caught up with Christian, and they both lost a lot of speed. I was looking for the X Game ticket today. Then, yeah, I didn't get it.
In first place with €1,000 is Tommy Ellison.
It feels great right now, I have to say. I'm qualified for the X Games again, and yeah, it's great feeling. I'm really tired, but I'm feeling great. Welcome next year in Verbier. Yeah.
Slopestyle is a way of expressing yourself down a run where there's several jumps, rails, different things like hips, natural features, and basically you just got to do tricks on the way down and you get scored on each one you do.
There are a series of lines you can take. There's a kink rail, there's a drop down rail, there's a quarter pipe, rainbow rail. It's a really nicely done course this year.
Là c'est cool, il y a eu un peu de neige fraîche qui est tombée, ils ont pu regrossir un peu les kicks et Et donc là, les conditions sont beaucoup mieux et le substrat est assez cool, quoi.
There's two judges judging on style, and then there's another one on your difficulty of your trick, and then they'll combine the scores together, so 50% on style, 50% on the difficulty. They're going to be looking for a nice smooth linked run.
There's so many people we find with freestyle comps that are just spinning to win, and it's very, very scruffy, it's a bad landing. You know, judges would prefer people went for 3s and 5s, but styled them out really clean.
We've got a big crew, real good group of competitors. They've set the bar pretty high. The level of competition is just sick.
So even the English guys, Mike Wakefield, Andy Bennett, they're all, I mean, a lot of really good skiers here today, and it's going to be a really stiff competition.
The field's a lot better than last year. There's a lot of the top French guys here. It's looking pretty difficult to even qualify. It's going to be a really high standard.
The Frenchies just kill it all there. They're really strong skiers, and they're pulling out all the moves already just in practice, and I'm quite excited about seeing what they prefer in the actual comp.
Who are the people? French. Yeah, crazy.
Place winner in the men's is JL Rachel.
Je savais que la Verbier Ride, ça avait une certaine importance en Suisse, donc de gagner, je suis quand même content, quoi.
Love these mountains. So amazing up here, especially when you get weather like this. Snowpack's perfect right now.
Snow is awesome. I'm impressed. The mountain is insane. I don't know what I'm doing living in Utah.
It's my favorite competition of the year usually to go to. Look forward to coming back every year.
I will definitely be back next year because this face is super fun to ride.